back to what? What you say?
Welcome back to my channel, guys.
Welcome back to the Twitch stream. I don't know if they call it a channel on Twitch. Maybe.
Oh goodness.
So, I so yesterday you were going over the tests and it wasn't working.
Yeah. So I said I was gonna attempt the putting it into its own group,
Mhm.
but I didn't attempt that yet.
Mhm. I don't think that's gonna change anything for the in-person group.
All right, keep being mean to me. Never give me the benefit of the doubt. Assholes.
So you wanna try it and then link back up?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go now. Or I'm gonna
And,
try something else.
and then we're gonna have to do some architecting for some designing and architecting for the back end because I think we had some files from the previous time we tried to start it.
How old are those?
Doesn't matter as long as we're still able to use it. And we're gonna be able to use some of it. Like I'm gonna check on my Google Drive to see.
We use so much of the WXD.
Not even the no. I'm not talking about design. I'm talking about the back end stuff.
Kid, I know what you're talking about. I'm just giving you an example. We used so much of the old designs.
We used a good amount.
That's cap.
We used a good amount. What is it? Digimiro. Let's see. Is it in documentation? No, it's not in documentation.
Kid,
What?
if I can start learning algorithms, we can make good new stuff.
We can make what?
We can make a new backend architecture.
What the fuck are you saying, Doug?
You know what? I'm not speaking.
That's better. That's how I like it. I'm
Just
just
wait till the
messing-
stream is shut down.
I'm just messing with you, Doug. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I don't have anything else in there. I think it was what about research? No, yeah, I think it's all in here. Authorized. Because I remember that there was.
That there was.
I
That
remember,
there was.
yeah, we didn't. Oh, you know what the architecture was for? The
Well-
last time that we did it was for the
Tell me what it was about.
Remember the thing that we were trying to do, the family tree?
Oh,
That's what the architecture was for. Now I have
I can't
to.
believe you tried to do that, but that was so advanced.
Kid, it really wasn't.
That was advanced.
It
as hell.
really wasn't.
We weren't ready for that type of shit, yo. And I'm still not.
My goodness. You wanna know what's beautiful? They don't understand Albanian, so spederas. You're a spederas.
Nobody understands that you're a kid.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you say?
You go out to stream and then look it up.
Hey, so we might as well do this now. Some designing. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you so that you can see.
Share the screens. Just don't have any bad things on the screens, because not only that you're sharing to me, but you're sharing to one follower maybe on your Twitch.
Kid, I got one viewer right now. I'm wondering if they're
You
counting.
probably watch your own.
I mean I have to moderate it, but the thing is, it starts out with 0 viewers and then it goes to 1 viewer, even though I was watching it at the start. So I think that it might be me. It might not be me, but I don't know.
As long as you got faith.
Hey man, hope makes tomorrow a brighter day. What was I? Yeah. So did you get the request?
I haven't got anything, but I'm gonna ask for you to share your
Goodness,
shit.
bro. Invite to share my screen. I think we're gonna have to go through Zoom for this. Good Apple.
waiting for a response from Patrick Jean Baptiste.
Okay, it's not gonna
Damn,
send
I
it.
really look like a child.
Good, it doesn't send it. Well, we're gonna have to do it through Zoom.
Oh my. I'm not even gonna look at myself in the mirror, you know.
Just seconds.
Send the Zoom link, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Send this Zoom. Yeah, I sent that to Bill, Mika, and Nick in the group chat. The printing one.
Uh-huh.
And Bill said, this kid works with Patrick in the cage for a couple months and doesn't know how to act. Oh, that's funny.
Good.
Red.
Good. When you are you gonna join the Zoom?
No, bro. I'm just gonna look at you on
Finally,
FaceTime.
bro. Let me end that shit.
Whack.
Kid.
What?
God, sus. Can you fucking turn on your camera?
You think the camera on the PC?
My God, this man. Okay. Turn off mine too, then.
Turn it off. Nobody wants to see you anymore.
I didn't want to see you either.
Share your stupid screen. Yo, are you excited?
Can you see my screen?
I can't see it. Oh, I think I can. Now I can. Wow, you really thought.
Can you see my screen?
This is what the people are gonna see.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Hey, my God.
You found these files.
What?
Found these files.
Yes.
Wow.
Kid, are you using your headphone?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You sound like doo-doo, bro. You
No, it doesn't.
sound like straight up trash.
You're bad. Me.
Alright, so
I.
Damn, I wish it was easier to fucking draw on this thing. Okay. So basically this is gonna be the flow of our application, right? Let's just see. Let's see if we got a phone in this. Okay, they have a phone. Yo.
I'm listening.
You see, I put this one's supposed to represent iPhone, okay?
That's whack.
So we have the phones, right, which are going to interact with. Let me put this to the side for now. We have the phones which are going to interact with
the server.
The mural, which is going to be represented by a server. I want something small. Let's put generic server, right? And then let's call this mural, right? Mural. It could be, yeah. So we have the mural, right?
Yep.
Let me the box around. Back.
Wow,
yeah, I'm nasty at this.
This guy can do Adobe XD.
I'm nasty at this. Okay, so you have.
So are we making like a high level diagram type thing?
Yes, we're making high level, and then we're gonna go into lower level for how exactly the interaction is gonna be between the mural and the device itself. Because what we were doing earlier is we had the sort of design of how the application is going to be, but now we need to model the flow between the mural and the phone itself. right?
Yeah.
So the mural will be interacting with the phones, right? So there's the relation, the relationship between a mural and the server, right? The mural and the phones, right? So it's a bi-directional relationship. So the mural
Bi-directional.
yes.
So it works both ways.
Yes. So the
Yep.
mural interacts with the
You did it the wrong way.
I know I did it the wrong way.
Goofy. No.
That's really bad. Okay, so let's put it down like this instead.
This guy thinks he's nice with it or something.
Kid, how about you let me keep myself P2 right now. Okay, so we have the mural which provides stuff to the mobile application, and then we also have the mobile application which sends information to the mural, meaning
Correct.
Images. That's primarily what's going to be sent to the mural. So we have let's call this upload retrieve, right? Retrieve artifacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll call this upload artifacts, right? Upload artifacts. So the mural, the phones can upload an artifact to the mural, and then the mural can, and then it's actually gonna be upload artifacts or request artifacts, and then this is gonna be send artifacts, if that makes sense. Because the send.
Yes.
So.
So you're gonna need an arrow.
But the thing is,
you're gonna need a double arrow on the top one, and then send on the bottom.
These are different flows, right? So this is one flow where we have the upload artifact. Let's just copy this.
Wow, this guy's a cheater.
So the upload artifact is a one-way interaction, right? Because all the mural needs to do is talk to the mural and tell it that, and send whatever artifact it is that it's uploading, right? But there's another relation which is request artifacts.
Oh, and then it's gonna say send at the bottom.
Yeah, and then what the mural is gonna do, it's gonna send artifacts.
You're a genius, pal.
Mural sends artifacts to the phone, and then the phone can request artifacts. So this, and then we also have the delete and then the update and all that stuff, but we're just going to focus on uploading artifacts and requesting artifacts, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the upload artifact workflow, right? Basically, how this is gonna go is that the mural, the overall goal that we're trying to achieve with the upload artifact is that the mural will provide an endpoint to send files. Once file is received,
Received.
I know. I was just making this like this so that we could send it. Okay. Trying to make this big. Once. Why can't I make this bigger? Why are you sighing?
You killed me, dog.
I'll just fucking do it. Once file is received, Mural will send an Mural will provide an endpoint to send file. Once file is received, URL to file will be stored to a DB file, and well, first the file will be stored to the file system, right?
Yep.
Once file is received, file is stored to the file system, right? And then a URL to file will be stored to a database, right? So each file, because this has to be ordered in some way, because we're going to be retrieving it in some kind of order, right? Let me cut this off. Okay, so let's just keep it in 2 pages for now. So Mural will provide an endpoint to send file. Once file is received, file is stored into the file system. URL to file will be stored to a DB, right? Each entry in DB will contain what were the things that what were the properties that we had for
Oh, that's a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, but we have something here. Original premise, Mural server. Let's see if it's in here. Yeah. This is all. Let's see. I think it's in the SRS, maybe.
It was beautiful to see. Yeah. We made these? I remember this.
Yes, sir!
Oh my goodness, this life is something.
Good. Good. Where is it?
SRS, I can't believe this. We made this. I think you made most of it, though.
Let's see. Key. This is all security stuff, but image binary. So right now, what we need is all we need is the timestamp, right? I think that all we'll need.
Timestamp, you said?
Yes, I think that all we'll need is the timestamp. So, because what's gonna happen is that our mural is gonna be sorted by most recently posted, right?
Yeah.
So, in order to sort it, we're gonna need that property to be available on the DB entry. So.
That's the basic thing we need.
Yeah. The thing is, when we're going to be storing it, where is that time going to come from? Because someone can someone can decide to set their phone's time zone to something else, right? They could set it to something else and then put a false state. But on the other hand, if we decide to save it on the device time, right, the device might be out of date. The device time might be out of date because there's a possibility that it doesn't have an internet connection.
Yeah.
So.
Dang. So, yeah.
But I still think let's just keep it on the.
Is there a way to
the,
keep account?
What do you mean keep account?
Like, associate account to each image uploaded?
You mean upload order?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but
I'm just seeing if time doesn't work, if we can't use time.
but
What else could work?
we're still gonna need the time, right? Because
Yeah.
like you want to know when this was posted.
Yeah. But if the device doesn't have Wi-Fi,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have goofy times.
The device is still gonna have a time. It's probably just gonna be off by maybe, I don't know, over the span of a decade, maybe a couple of minutes or maybe an hour at most. But that we're looking far into
Yeah. Okay.
time right now. So
Then we'll go with that.
so we'll just keep it with the server time. We'll keep it with the server time, and then later on, when we're gonna be authenticating the posts, we're gonna see if there's a way to get it from a central server, like something online, and then have the online authenticated version send it to the phone, and then have the phone send it. But we'll just keep it on the device's time right now. So
Okay.
each URL to file will be stored to a DB. Associated. Each entry and DB will contain the URL, the right now we're just gonna keep it to URL and timestamp because there's a bunch of other properties that we could add on, like the username and all that stuff, but we're not. We don't
even have a profile and all that stuff.
Yeah, for the prototype, we're just going to keep it to URL and timestamp. Timestamp.
Timestamp.
Huh?
No. Continue.
Which represents the creation date, right? URL and timestamp, which represents the creation date. Okay. So Mural will provide an endpoint to send file. When file is received, file is stored to the file system. URL will be stored to a DB. Each entry in the DB will contain a URL and a timestamp based on creation date. Right. And then now we have the upload workflow, more or less. Now for the request of artifacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just copy this.
So it'd be kind of a little bit of the opposite at the beginning.
Mural will provide an endpoint to
the phone.
Mural will provide an endpoint to retrieve. Basically, what we're going to be retrieving here isn't the file. It's going to be the list of URLs, the list of entries, right? So you see how we're going to have a database which is going to have the entries, right? It's going to have the URL to the image, and it's also going to have, and then we should probably have a name for it, right? A URL, a name, and a timestamp. So basically, that endpoint, what it's going to provide a list of these entries, right? A sorted list of these entries based on the most recent upload. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So Mural will provide an endpoint to retrieve artifact entries, right? entry will contain URL, name, and timestamp of artifact, right? Mobile will use URL to fetch file, and will populate component with other properties.
Line's kind of long. You want to split them up?
You want to...
What a nice one.
And request artifacts, send artifact, right? And then we're also going to have an endpoint. So this is the endpoint for requesting the list of artifacts, right? But we're also going to need an endpoint for sending an individual image. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to have this list of URLs and timestamp and all that stuff. And then on the other endpoint, it's going to have the actual endpoint for retrieving the images. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You sure?
The actual point for retrieving the images?
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Does that make sense?
I said yeah.
You sure?
A little bit.
Can you explain?
Which part you want me to explain?
I want you to explain why we're proceeding with what I just said.
Because it makes sense.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. It works, right? It makes sense. It's good to go.
Upload artifacts, request artifacts, request artifacts, send artifacts, and then we're also going to have an endpoint. And then copy command view. Request request artifact, send artifact. So basically the difference between this endpoint and this endpoint is that what is the difference, Andy?
The difference is that sends many, that one sends one.
Sends one what?
What image?
What does this send?
Many images.
No. This will send the entries, meaning that it's going to send the database entries which contains the URL, the image name, the timestamp. This is all data related to it. This is going to send the...
Which one's sending the images? The request artifact?
Yes.
So we're doing two things?
What do you mean?
Like, are we going to be requesting two things? Like, how are they going to get packaged into one thing?
How are you? By the component, our UI component, the Flutter component, right? The Flutter component is going to get that list of URLs. It's going to get that list of... it's going to get the list which contains the URL, the name, and then the timestamp. And then from the URL, it's gonna have a component which is gonna make a request to this. and that's the one that's going to be sending the actual image. This is going to be sending the
Oh, okay.
information. This is going to be sending the image.
Okay, I
So,
get it. Yeah.
so the requests here will happen one by one, and then this will happen.
Data first.
Yes, data for it. This is URL for it.
Okay.
Endpoint. And please, if you don't understand something, like the whole point of me asking, like if you don't understand it, so that we continue elaborating on it.
Yes, sir.
Endpoint for retrieving file. File. The actual file. Okay. Okay. So right now we have 3 endpoint. Well, 3 flows. Not really endpoint. This could be one endpoint. These 2 can be treated as one endpoint. So this could be treated as the endpoint artifacts, where our post request would be upload artifacts, and then our get request would be request artifacts. So we would have one endpoint. Let's see if we send back. No, this isn't what I want.
Wow.
That's not what I want, dog.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
This is what I want.
Patrick, how cool do you think you are, Patrick?
I'm the coolest guy I know, okay? So this is gonna be slash artifacts, right? And then this is gonna be get, right? The get method for our artifacts, and then we're gonna have our post method for the artifacts, right?
Isn't it the other way around?
Oh yeah, it is. My fault. Post and get. So this is related to one endpoint, right? One endpoint is for getting all the mural information. One endpoint is for posting.
Yeah.
But actually, when I think about it, sorry, my mom is calling me.
It's all good.
Halo, mami. Back on.
You back, G?
Are you?
Are you?
Good.
Yo. What you eating, bro?
ASS?
What?
What?
Huh?
My fault. I thought you said something. I thought you said something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, upload artifacts. Get artifacts. And then here, we have request artifact and send artifact. Right?
Yep.
So what's the next move?
Next move?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Quest and send. We just have to explain a little more in detail on that. I think. I don't know. Before you left, you were thinking about some shit. I don't know what you were thinking about with the stuff on the left.
You want to do some designing?
Huh?
You want to do some designing?
Designing for what?
For this.
What?
For this.
For what?
For this. How do I
do what designing?
Like walk me through the kind of stuff that you think we'd need for this. Where's the remote control?
Patrick, are you joking?
Hi. Waiting for Andy to control your screen. Talk to me on it. What else do we need?
We need to be able to also delete the image, right? Or are we not getting there yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So right now we are able to send / receive the data.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are able to request the actual images and send from the server to the phone the actual images.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do we need next? Let's see here. I don't know. I think we're good. Send, receive. We need to receive the images, which we can. Once we get the images, we display them. I don't know. Besides the leak thing, I don't know. Not sure. What else? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I think we're good. I don't know. I think we're good. We got it all. send the data, da da da, using the data, receive using data request the image, and then the image gets sent from the server. And now what? That's the basic overview of it.
We didn't put an endpoint.
This man, bro.
Kid, what do you mean this man?
This man,
What
bro.
do you mean this man?
This man, bro,
Uh.
is asking me. I thought you asked me what we need. This man says we didn't put an endpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about if we forgot anything with the server, kid.
Mm-hmm.
You're such a bully. I'm not fucking with you anymore.
Okay.
Now what, Patrick?
Now, I think that the important side of this is the two important sides. Well, the things that we should prioritize right now are hosting, which would consist of storing it to the file system, which we already have, but we would need to store the URL wherever it was saved to a database, and then we will need to also append a timestamp to it. And then this is gonna be easy to implement, right? So this is just telling the server to send me a file, and I'm sure that Go already has stuff like that for it.
Yep.
And then this is gonna be where it gets a bit tricky, because we're gonna need to get the list of we're gonna need to get the list of entries, maybe paginate it. We're definitely gonna
What
need to
does that mean, bro?
paginating. It means like, instead of let's say that we have 100 entries, right?
Mhm.
Instead of sending all 100 entries, we're gonna send, let's say that we the pagination is each 10 entries. We're gonna send 10 entries for the first request, and then we're gonna request a second page, which is gonna be 10 entries again, but it's gonna be entry 11 to 20, and then the next one's gonna be entry 21 to 30, and the next one's gonna be 31 to 40. So you're paginating it so that you're not sending everything at once. So
That's gonna overload the pie.
what, pagination?
No, not doing pagination.
Yeah, exactly. So and it's gonna make it very slow for the user too, because imagine that every time you're trying to see something, you get everything. So eventually, I don't know if we're gonna do it now, but we're gonna need to implement pagination. This is gonna be the toughest part to accomplish. That's gonna be the easiest, and then this is gonna be the second hardest, because we're gonna have to have some database design and all that stuff for all this stuff. So,
Okay. You're the boss. I'm waiting for you.
I wish I could see your face right now, just so I could stare
I'm laughing right now.
just so I could stare at you. Just so I could stare at you.
I'm laughing right now.
Okay. So
This man didn't even share the document with me.
kid, you wanna bet that you're able to access it? You wanna bet that you're able to access it? You wanna bet that you're able to access it? Let's bet that you're able to access it. Let's bet that you're able to access it. Let's bet that you're able to access it.
That's bad that you're able to access it. Mad annoying.
Didn't even share the document with me.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh. I didn't do this, Patrick.
Why'd you do that, kid?
That was not me, you
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Kid, you closed all the windows. I don't even remember what was open.
Are you crazy? All I did was move my mouse.
You fucked up. You fucked up, Andy.
All I did was move the mouse.
I'm the one who closed it, you dumb bitch, so you can stop fucking.
You know what? I'm fucking leaving. This kid said I broke the whole computer because I moved my mouse left and right.
Oh my God, wait a second. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
This guy never checks his messages, bro.
What do you mean I never check my messages?
Always having a 1 on messages.
I was calling what?
Yeah, I have a 1 icon on your messages.
So?
So?
You're probably the only person that fucking messages me, bro.
It probably is me.
My God. You're sending me such shit, bro. I don't even know if I can open it on the stream, though.
You can.
What's the dumbest solution to a problem that actually worked? I went to cancel a doctor's appointment and they said I was $200 Well, yeah, the thing about canceling it and then moving it back to. Yeah, I already read this.
I'm never sending you shit again, man. That's on
I'm
dogs.
just
I'm
fucking with
never
you.
sending you.
I'm just fucking with you. But it's because I already read it.
Where'd you see that?
I don't know, online?
On Reddit?
Maybe?
This guy lives on those things.
Maybe? Maybe? God damn. At least I'm not addicted to TikTok, bro. Unlike some people.
Whoa.
Talking about you.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know where that came from.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Intrin DB will continue warming up. Okay. Okay. So the good thing is, this is done. The file is stored to the file system.
How is it done?
Because I already did it.
When?
I have an endpoint for this. That's the stuff that I was telling you that we might need. I might need you to review the code. It's just that I'm new to Go, so I need to set up the tests for it.
Okay. Server test.go.
Where is it? Right here. Right here. Server.go. So we have an endpoint. Artifacts endpoint. Case get method for artifact I got set up, and then post it gets the file, and then it creates it error and read file. So we have a server to upload this stuff, and if I run it, you'll be able to see this stuff. I don't know if the port is up right now. Yeah, it's not. Go run. Go, and then I think it's on port 8090. So if we go on port 8090, localhost 8090. Why'd you write 88, Doug? Why'd you write 88?
Yeah, clown.
And then we could choose a file.
Wow.
And then like this, open, and then we submit. And now if we go on VS Code, you see this is a new file.
Wow.
This is the file that's uploaded to the file system. So
nice.
The part that we're missing in this is the, first of all, the test. That's why I haven't had you review it. And secondly, we're gonna have to have the database part of it, where we're gonna have to store the URL of where we save this image.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. It's very nice, Pop.
Is it Andy?
Very nice work on the back end there. You did.
Did I make you proud, Andy? Did I finally do something?
Very little bit.
But yeah. So we have, where is it? We have this working. Now we need the URL file to be stored to the DB, and then we also need the time stamp. And then it says Mural will provide, yeah, and then this is going to be another hard one because we're gonna need to, this is gonna have to be something that we're gonna have to figure out both on the UI and on the back end, because we need to figure out how exactly we're gonna retrieve this list of URLs, and then how it's gonna be displayed on the. Did you just spit?
What?
Did you just spit?
No, I was spitting bars.
You're disgusting, man. So yeah, we have the
The
I think that the pagination stuff is gonna come afterwards once we get the full functionality going. And then this is just gonna be related to this. So these two are gonna be interrelated because we're gonna be using the URLs from this to access this endpoint. Yeah. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna start looking into. I still need to finish these tests because I don't know how to test in Go. Kid,
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's your turn to start checking out tests in Go because you were complaining about tests in Flutter, kid. You're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna love Go. You're gonna love Go.
That's what I'm gonna do. Kid, let me finish my tests.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
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 That was the most annoying call I've ever had.
For what reason?
That call was nothing.
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this? Zoom is trash.
That's why it works. I take something that works 100% of the time than something that works 50% of the time, okay? Fucking trash ass apple, bro.
Yo.
I
was gonna ask, you wanna see a joke? You ready?
Mm-hmm. Did you send it? Oh. I'm not sure whether that's the joke or not. What's the joke?
You're the joke. Nah, I just didn't want to use Zoom anymore. Sorry, oh, that was so good. That was so That was structured beautifully. This man.
I swear to God. I'm a different breed. I could get back to your tests.
Alright, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna get to my tests now because I gotta test this server.
Go.
Yes.
Go.
Okay. So last time we left off at trying to get a mock file system going on in our for our Go server. So with the mock repository, with the mock file system, we're gonna be saving an image and then retrieving and then checking that image to make sure that it was saved correctly. Well, just checking that image was saved correctly. So that's just gonna be the starting point to this method, and then of course there's going to be the database checking to make sure that the URL is actually there, mocking and blah 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 blah. A bunch of extra steps that we're going to need to take to validate that the functionality is implemented. So yeah, set up file system to contain the image that we want. Okay. Oh shit! All the URLs that I had for oh come on. So we had a bunch of URLs up for a bunch of URLs up on how to use this library. How to use the Pharo library for making up the mock. File system. We're going to have to find those. Once we're able to find those, we'll get working. We'll start trying to get it working on. Where is okay, so this is the library. This is one of the URLs that we. This is another one. Then okay, I think that we have enough stuff from our history to get working. Let's put this full screen. Okay, so HTTP test. So this is the one that recommended a Pharo. Use it like you would an orthogonal application with any function recommended, but so in the application. Okay. Using a film for testing. Where is our VS Code? So I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna get it to tie back into our. So basically, what we're trying to do is get a file from the file system, call the endpoint, right? So we have the endpoint on our server.go, the post, right? And then validate, that this save happened correctly. Go testing. File save in file system. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is that you see here how we have OS. It looks like we're gonna need to yeah, I'm thinking in classes. Well, I wonder if to go. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna need to have a data structure which provides yeah, we're gonna have to have a data structure which provides whatever our file system is gonna use, whatever our program is gonna use as a file system. For example, here we would be using our data structure's open file method. So so basically, we're gonna need to have something that takes in the file system. So, and then we're gonna have to pass that into our server. So exactly this is. Okay, so looking at this. Looking at the way that we're handling this, the get request, right? It looks like we pass in handler function, artifact, response writer, response reader. So if we are able to pass in an artifact, this looks like it's expecting a function, right? So we should be able to use that instance's properties according to this, right? So Sam, Adolf, that leaves remaining. It takes in the properties of it takes the properties of that data structure and then operates on it. So we should be able to operate on the properties of our mock, on the properties of our on the properties of the structure that we're going to have, which interacts with our server. Let's try to see if we're able to make this package. All right. Let's call this. Let's call this. What are we trying to do with this? Right now, we're trying to make it so that this data structure takes in a mock file system, right? So let's call this uploader.go for now, right? And then we'll just call it package uploader. And then for now, we're gonna import let's see if we could have optional params go dealing with optional parameters and go. Yeah. No, just find it's not gonna happen anymore. Hmm. Sorry if I'm quiet, guys. I'm just thinking in my head what it is exactly that we need to, how these are gonna stick together, or how they're gonna work together. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna have to make a data structure which takes in. Looks like we're gonna have to make a data structure which takes in just the OS. So for now, let's import OS and probably some HTTP stuff, maybe. Yeah, net.http. Yes. We'll learn about how to make a new package later on. So we have import and net, right? And then we have this function that we need to let's make a struct. So type um, let's call it fs writer struct, right? And the only thing that it takes in is a file system of type let's say OS, because we're able to use OS. I don't think that it's a type. No, these are. Let's see if this is going to yield anything. Nope. Nope. Mock file system go or then send back to Setting up the microphone system. This isn't making sense to me. The reason why I'm so silent is because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how we're going to be using this package in our tests. Because I'm not understanding how to use it. Let's try to see if there's anything on YouTube on this. This is not at all what I'm looking for. Maybe I put the wrong. Choose. feel like there's something I'm missing here. Keep getting sent back to this, and I'm still not sure how exactly we're gonna use it to replace and test. We still have. Okay, let's try to read it. A Pharaoh is a fossil framework providing a simple, uniform, and so we can interact with any process of construction of the plan. So I think that the way that we're supposed to be using this package is as a replacement for wherever we use OS. So it basically would be using a Pharaoh dot open file and a Pharaoh dot whatever they're mentioning here. The way to accomplish this is to define a variable as mentioned. People in your applications will be sent to. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to use the Affero library, or the Affero package rather, as our file system. And then we'll see if we're able to, if we're going to be able to replace that with the mock file system during our run. GitHub.com. Yeah, it's good. What I'm trying to do is I'm gonna make sure I comment everything out. Okay, and so app file system equal. First define a package variable and set it. Declare a bucket. It is important to know that if you repeat the composite level, you will use a completely new isolated file system. Unless that person will use the same underlying file system, will reduce the ability to trail other file systems as desired. So we want to be using the same file system. So let's see if we wonder if we could just have go get get SPF 15. And here we should be able to do file system.open file. Right. I think that's the only place we use the was. Well, here also, but these are yeah, this was close. OS, new OSFS, and that close. Okay. So let's try to run this. Let's try to run this server and see what happens. Because right now what we're trying to figure out is how exactly we're going to use this Affero library and then mock the stuff within that. So go get server go run server go run server.go server.go 4114 4114. So appfs.open, right? Why? Is it that we don't need to close the... Yeah, right here. Close. No close method. Should this be out? Close. Oh wow. Now let's try to upload something to see what's gonna happen. So let's take out these files that we had uploaded to our browser. Trash. And now let's go to our endpoint. Choose a file. Open and then submit it. Let's see what. Okay, so appfs works here. we were able to replace OS with app. .fs, I think. Well, if we were able to replace it, why are we still using OS? Oh yeah, because we have a couple of static variables, static variables properties. What are you going to call it? Now we're able to access the set flags on this. So appfs, we can flag and then defer out dot close. And then io dot copy out. And I think that we're supposed to use appfs for this too, for the IO operations. So IO, there it is. Blah blah blah. Let's see. In here we have app.open file, which is out, and then we have io.copy. Do they have a method for that? I don't think they do. io.copy out. And so it's going to copy it into our appfs file system, which is right here. Okay, so we have open file, which returns a file or an error, and then from the file we have this interface, which is closer, reader. No, those are the flags, and then we have name, blah 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 blah. This is not the close method. Utility. File. Where is it coming from? It's not that close. Oh. Okay. 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 So it's coming from the interface closer. Since it implements closer, we have the method close, and we're able to call it through here. So. Okay. So we use appfs. Right. Now that we have appfs, it says here that in order to use it as a utilities directly, calling via Pharo, using a Pharo, there's a large benefit to using mock file systems for that. Is that completely blank slate every time your initial line can be reproducible regardless of OS. You can create a file as hard content, blah blah blah, much faster than blah blah blah. One way to accomplish this is to define a variable as mentioned above in your application. That this will set a Pharo during the test, and you could set it to a Pharo dot. It wouldn't be on content. Okay. Okay, let's commit this file change for now. Because we changed it so that we're using a Pharo instead of OS. replace OS calls with a Pharaoh. Let's stage it and commit. Okay, so it's up. Now that we're using a Pharaoh, what we want to do is have a file system that we're able to create for our tests. Now we have to figure out how to make this mock file system. Define a variable application, so set a Pharaoh. Yeah, I think that we're going to need a data structure that we're able to pass in our instance of our instance of that a Pharaoh file system. So this is where we're. Open file. Okay. So this is where we're gonna need to create a struct which has a fs. So we're gonna need to create a struct which has a file which takes in the file system, and then we're gonna be passing in our instance of this from the test server. So I'm gonna get on a call with Andy right now to see if there's anything that could be done about what he's fixing. So what's up?
They have a form of this issue?
Hmm?
Exactly the crap I did. They're saying they don't got the answers. Unless I need a way. Patrick, if this is a Flutter issue, this is a Flutter issue. You're so mean to me. You are a mean person tonight. You are so mean tonight.
So the thing is, we don't have any animation for the camera screen, right? This is something that happens when you have animation, and so the driver would wait for the animation to finish. But there is no animation on your screen, so this isn't related to the issue you're having.
Really? I just tried this other thing right now that says enclose tap test in a run unsynchronized method. And I did that, and that's not working. So how do you want me to test it? That was the only thing I found on this list that said it was a potential fix. And I've looked other things up, they don't have an answer. So what does one do in this situation? Patrick? You are so mean to me.
Kid,
Kid,
you want to share your screen?
do you? Do you? You are so mean to me. just shared it. You ready?
I'm not receiving anything.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome
Stop
to
doing
Apple. Welcome to Apple.
Just fix your shit, bro.
I'm gonna quit FaceTime and messages to see if that's gonna work again. Did you send it?
This is gonna be the 5th time I've sent it.
Can you send it again?
I just sent it.
Can you send it again? I just want you to wallow in the failure that is the share screen on message, okay? I want you to wallow in that.
You sound like a tool, bro.
Kid, make a new meeting on Zoom. I made one last time. It's your turn.
No, what's your thing?
What's my what?
What's your Apple ID email? I can connect to you right away.
I'm not gonna give you my email.
It says enter Apple ID.
I don't have an email.
You're such a donkey, bro.
Kid, what's wrong with being a donkey?
It's not good. Donkeys aren't.
He macked the dragon, so.
Huh?
He macked the dragon. So. I don't know what you're telling me.
Hey, so. I've never. I pressed connect. It says waiting for a response from your email.
From my email?
From you. It's just.
It didn't send anything. I'll go on my email to check. Oh my god. My name's Annie. And I can't get the tests running.
Get out. I will. Shut this shit off right now.
Kid, I don't get anything.
I've been looking at the same issue. Alright. You won. Put the Zoom damn link. Put the Zoom
I told you put the Zoom link. I put the Zoom link last time.
I don't know how to do Zoom.
Click on Zoom and then click on new meeting.
I don't have Zoom.
How are you able to chat with me if you don't have Zoom? Fucking hell, bro.
I've never seen such a tool. Can you just send a Zoom link?
Can you make one? Why do I always have to make one?
Send your Zoom, bro.
You think I use Zoom? You think I use Zoom?
Really? You do?
Kid, can you just send the link?
Bro, I will shut this shit up right now if you don't make a link.
Why do I always have to make the link?
I'm just trying to get past my issues.
Why do I always have to make the link?
If I get past this, I can advance forward.
Why do I always have to make the link?
This has been an issue for 2 days now.
Why do I always have to make the link?
Because you always make this bullshit ass Zoom link.
So you could make one too.
Here, I'll send you.
Swear to God, he probably showed me some sus stuff, bro. Unable to join.
That was your old link. Make a new Zoom link. I resent you your old shit. It's that funny I get when I'm shaved, bro.
Kid, can you send me the Zoom link, please?
I don't have Zoom. I don't even have an account. Yeah, you're not getting the Zoom link. And then you make the Zoom link. Or we could just look at each other here for no reason. You know you look right now? Like, what are these?
Shit takes 5 seconds to make, bro.
I don't have an account.
You could literally sign in with Google. You could sign in with anything. This man's like, no.
No. This guy always wants to cause issues, bro. I ask him for help for a problem, he's telling me download Zoom. I don't fucking people deal with your dumbass. Only your viewers deal with you. I was watching your stream. I shut it off that fast.
Yeah, they are shutting it off that fast because you don't want to freaking open up Zoom, bro.
Just open up a Zoom window. Why does this have to be mad difficult?
Why do you have to be mad difficult? I do it every time. You can't even do it once?
I don't have an account.
I don't have an account either.
Make one. I have this thing stuck in my head. My God, until that password. I don't have a Zoom account, bro.
I know that that Zoom allows you to log in through Apple, Google, or the other stuff. You don't have to make it an account through Zoom. They have OAuth or SSO with Google.
I'm in. I'm in. How do I share this link?
New meeting.
I already did.
And then invite. Well, click on participants and then invite.
Participants.
And then copy link.
I'm never.
Mad sus.
I'll never do it. These things are. Psych. I sent you the old link.
Hello. 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 Kid, you're mad low. You're very faint.
Can you hear me now?
Can you share your screen?
I'm trying to. Can you see?
Can you? You're very low.
God, I'm never doing Zoom again, boys. It's fucking stupid as hell. Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're mad fucking annoying.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Just help me get this issue out of the way so I can continue forward with my life.
Okay.
God damn. How do I even let you use my screen?
Click on the thing that's on top, and it's gonna give you the option to request to give options for someone to control your screen.
I don't know how to do it.
Kid, on top of your thing, there's a thing that says stop sharing, right?
Yeah.
So on the there's probably a place that you could click for options instead of stop sharing.
There is
Up on top, like hover, and then it should say remote access or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna say remote access.
It says something. It has a mouse on it, dog.
Allowed to make host. There you go, Patrick.
Kid, I can't do anything.
Deal with that shit now. Deal with that shit now. You are the host. There you go. How did you do it?
How did you do it?
How did you do it?
That sucks.
You are so stupid,
Kid.
me.
Where's the?
Right there. It was just a simple test.
Okay. You know what you should do? Just try getting this test working instead of
Everything works except that.
Okay, so just make this work because remember that this fails because of this?
What are you talking about?
This test, whenever you run this test, right? It fails when we have this also.
No, it doesn't. I think I fixed that.
You're missing this.
This thing. Patrick to the moon. Patrick. Trick Pat. Why aren't you talking to them? Yes, see? Do you see?
Okay. So when you put this, right? When you put this right here, right?
Wow, you're so crazy.
When you put this right here, and then you run the driver test. Thanks for clicking enter.
You're welcome, kid.
I'll fight you one day, bro. I will pull out. I will pull out the bat.
Shit, bro.
I'll pull
this
out
guy
the
forgot
bat.
I was.
So you see here.
Yes.
You're gonna see You're gonna see which test fails.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna see, bro. This guy thinks he knows what the fucking bitch.
You're so vulgar, man. I don't know why I hang around with you.
I don't know why I'm your friend, bro.
Such a vulgar individual. So you see here, where is it? Not connected, right? Not connected fails when this is executing, right?
Why?
That's why I'm telling you to just
No, we talked about this, I think.
Yes, we did. That's why I'm telling you to just get. Hello?
I'm listening.
That's why I'm telling you to just get. I think that it's because what happens is that this finishes executing and then this starts executing on this page. So
change the order.
Kid,
If
no.
that's-
Oh my god.
How about now? Yo,
Okay, run it.
just make me feel
Run
better.
it.
To the moon we go.
This man's so impatient, bro. So impatient.
Do you know how mad you get me? One day I'm gonna slap that shit.
Are you threatening me with violence right now? I'll report you, sir.
I am hanging up the screen share.
Kid.
I am done with you, Patrick.
Kid.
I don't want to hear shit. What?
Kid. So what was your issue? What was
Clearly
your
didn't
issue?
try that shit, okay? You know what? Fuck off. I'm done with this. I'm done with this shit.
I remember vividly yesterday that I was talking to you and I was telling you that it's missing stuff, and that this is the reason why it's failing, and that the order matters. And this man's like, kid. Oh God. Let me try calling end meeting, bro.
Call my ass a patient one more time.
Kid.
Call my ass.
Okay, but I've been telling you since the start of that shit, bro.
That's cap. When did you tell me to change the things around?
When I was telling when I was talking about the failure reason, I told you that it was which test was failing, the not connected one. Whenever we ran the connected, the not connected failed.
Maybe it just clicked for me now.
Maybe. So I told this man, focus on just getting connected work. You know how the order would have proceeded? We would have gotten connected working, and then we would have pasted not connected in that order. This man's like, oh, let's just paste it. And you're fucking welcome. Okay? You're welcome.
Thank you, man. Fuck off, man. I'm gonna go do my shit. Mad annoying to deal with your ass. Mad. Just, like to the moon. To the moon annoying. Worse than Bitcoin. I get. Fucking annoying. Alright, peace.
All right, guys, we got the driver test working for one of our applications. So basically, what was going on is that when we were executing the driver test, it would change pages, and then the second test would execute on the wrong page. So now that's what we just fixed. Oh, now let's see. So yeah, back to creating a structure which has a file system, uh, instance, and the stuff is going to operate on that instance. So okay. So if we have our struct which takes in a instance of a file system, I don't even think that'll help with anything. I lost my train of thought because of the tests that were going on. So if you see here, where's our server? Server.go. This is the where's server.go. So this is the instance that we're trying to not pass in. So we have appfs, which is blah blah blah. And so we use that instance to open up our file. But what's going on is that when we initialize this server, what we want to happen is that we want to create an instance of our application which takes in something of this type, which, go to definition, what does that return? Return OFS. I need to use the background. ERB. Back. Okay, so it looks like this is this is what we should, this is the type that we're gonna need for our uploader, right? So we're gonna need the OSFS, right? And then we're gonna be passing that in. HTTP handle function, HTTP blah blah blah. Yeah, so we're gonna need to put these methods within our uploader. Or maybe it shouldn't be an uploader. We'll just call it. Yeah, these methods are gonna have to be within our uploader for now. So we have import. Let's say package name. Right, since that's what it's looking for. Import. We're gonna need what's it called? this package, the one yes, this is the package which offers us the file system. And then in our package, we're going to use this, where is it? This struct. Type, let's just say artifact. Type artifact. Type artifact struct, which takes in a which takes in a OSFS. No, it takes in a FS actually. This. Yeah, FS. File system of type FS. Yeah, I think that's the type that they use in Pharo, right? Yep. Yeah. So how do we? Let's try it. Okay. Nope. Yes, I think that worked. Let's try the type artifact. Okay, so we have an artifact which takes in the file system. And then we're going to have the methods which operate on this artifact, right? Function which takes in a artifact. Let's call this artifact. Yeah, let's just we'll clean it up after an artifact. And then the methods that we have on our server, which are it's just the only method that we use here. If you look at the servers, artifact handle. Alright, handle artifacts. And then we have this method which takes in which takes in these two as parameters. And then let's just paste that in here. Right. And then we'll have all of the stuff that's within that. Right, and then we'll paste that in our function body. Right, on our get method, and then we'll take in a dot file system artifact, a dot file system dot open file. Perfect. So now what we're able to achieve is that with this instance of artifact, right, we'll be able to pass in we'll be able to create a new instance of artifact and pass the artifact itself in as a we'll be able to pass in the mock artifact or whatever file system that we want to our artifact handler. So method for system. Okay, now we should be able to use an instance of artifact. Here go. And then in our main, if we do artifact handler equal, and then we'll have our constructor. We'll have our constructor for we'll have our constructor for our artifact, right? Which is where this new method comes in. Okay, so func new, and then it takes in a file system faro.fs. And then instantiate e. Well, where does they get this e from? Oh, okay, yeah, because instantiate e. Well, a is equal to artifact with a Faro, well, with the file system, and then we return Mhm. Ah, file system. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to return a artifact. Okay. Okay, artifact handler is equal to artifact. What's our package? I think it's part of main, so we should be able to use it. Yeah. Artifact dot new, and then we pass in a pharaoh dot new OSFS. Oh, it's capital N. New. This is still. Oh, it's supposed to be a method rather than. Hmm. Hmm. What's the issue? Undefined. Ah. Yeah, I'm still getting used to Go. Yeah. I'm still getting used to Go. So I forgot about the colon in front of this. I'm not seeing it. Where did I go? New file system for changing artifact. Artifact.new undefined. Type artifact has no method new. I get why this is throwing an error. Did I not put a func here? Yeah. Func new. System affair. I don't understand why this isn't. Okay. Artifact.new has no method. New. Okay. Let's try to put this into a package and see if we put it into a package if we're gonna get no stuff. Let's compiler. So new folder. Oh, this and then if we put our uploader in artifact, new, and then this we import slash let's call this package you guessed it, artifact. So package so in server.go we're gonna import artifact slash well, it worked if we imported all of artifact, but it won't work if we import yeah, so it should be artifact slash artifact. That's right. And then let's just call this artifact.go. Refactor rename artifact.go. So for some reason it's not artifact. Package artifact. Start. It's not. Yeah, I think there's a couple of steps that we missed here. go mod artifacts for now. No, go mod init. Let's initialize a Go module named OOP for the following command inside the OOP directory and create a Go mod init OOP. Sure. Let's go inside of artifact cd artifact, and then let's create inside of artifact subfolder. Let's call this, let's run the go mod command, go mod init artifact. And then in here, let's put a new folder. Artifact. And then let's just move it in here. Move artifact go. Okay. So we have go, and then we have artifact. Please replace the content of employee.go or something. So we have our package with whatever method that we want, and create a file main.go inside of the OOP folder. Let's just call this let's just put it in the server. Server.go inside of artifact, and then server. Let's just leave it just for now. And then in our server, we have name. And then it says new function inside of structure. What's the content? Just trying to save this. No. So here we should be able to do we're gonna call it for now. But what we want to do is create a new package, which can provide artifact methods. Alright, that's it for now, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.